My Web 2.0 tool was on classmarker.com. So you can see I'm currently logged into ClassMarker and it's displaying my dashboard. What's nice about ClassMarker is that you can actually review your data in real time. So how many tests you've created, how many questions you've generated overall, what categories they may be in, if you had to add any files or images and certificates. The other great thing about classmarker.com is that you can actually assign groups of people to take the course evaluation or a test or whatever it is that you've generated. What's even greater is that the results are then instantly made available so you can analyze them. You can create an assessment or tests that actually have the option to be timed and can be automatically graded upon completion. ClassMarker works in 3 easy steps. Step 1 is to create a test. Step 2 is to assign it to groups or links of people. And step 3 is to analyze the results once the test has been taken or completed. Okay, so here you will see that I have one test that I've currently started, but no questions that have been completed. So if you click on tests, you can see here that I've created a sample test. If you click on sample test, you have different options. You can edit it, you can assign it to groups of people, or you can right away review the statistics or the results. For now, we will click edit, and we'll see I have 0 questions. The other great thing about ClassMarker is that you can choose from fixed questions, you can create or import, or you can actually randomize your questions that have already been created. So here we're going to just click Add New. What's also nice about ClassMarker is that you can choose the different ways that you'd like your questions to be answered. So if you'd like them to be answered multiple choice, true, false, free text, grammar, essay, those are your options. So here you would put your first question. So here I'm going to enter our first question. So how would you rate this Web 2.0 tutorial? A would be outstanding, B would be very good, C would be satisfactory, and D could be marginal. You can add more question options. So here we can continue and add on an E and make this unsatisfactory. Again, the list kind of goes on and on. It'll let you add almost as many answers or possible answers as you'd like. So the other thing too, when you go to have this quiz graded, you would want to select an answer option that is correct. Obviously with this situation, this test would be more of a phase 1 Kirkpatrick, where it's basically how did you feel about the training, versus needing a quiz or a question that would actually have a right or wrong answer. This is purely opinion. So continuing on with this example, if you scroll to the bottom, you will see there's different options. You can create a new category for your actual test. So if you know this is for, let's say, new teammate orientation, you can actually create a category that would keep this test and these questions under new teammate orientation. You can make your points available anywhere from, it looks like it's, what's nice is you can assign how many points you would award someone for answering a correct answer. You can also randomize your answers, so that means that when someone goes through and takes the test, all of their possible answers are in a different order, so this kind of helps, with evading the possibility of cheating. Answer selection, you can choose whether or not you'd like a radio button, kind of like how these are situated, or a checkbox, and you can actually have multiple options that can be selected. So what's really nice is you can click preview, so before you actually create the question and save it, you can actually see what it would be displayed if you went to take the test. So obviously here, if you were to select A, outstanding, this would be graded 1 point for having an outstanding Web 2.0 tutorial. We can actually click Save. This will save our question in our question bank, which is great. So if you click Back to Test, You can see here now I have my sample test, and there is one question within my sample test. So Class Marker is so user-friendly that after you've created all of your test questions, it actually asks you if you're ready to give your test. So here we would click Assign. And this is how we could decide if we were going to assign it via group or if we were going to send a link out via email to someone. So here we'll click Assign to Group. I'm going to create a new group. The group name will be HRD 315 class. Here we can actually edit members. Let's see here. So here we can click Add Members. This is where we would enter members or registration codes, or even transfer existing members from other Class Marker accounts. So here if you click Enter Members, your format would be, as a great example here, users will do my course email, my school email. You could do your name order along with it. Actually, Candace, Alexander, comma, my email. So here it matches the same formatting here as it does below for name order. Password, you can choose a password so that only these people can access. So here I'll create a password that's 1234. You can actually select your language in which you'd like your test to be in. So here we'll keep English as selected. Email details, so you can choose to send an email login with information, or you can choose not to send an email login with information. So here in this instance, we'll just do yes, email login details to user. They would then have to verify their email address before emails can be sent. Okay, and in an effort to save some time, we're going to create a new link so that we can email the link to our group of people that we'd like to have take our test or quiz. So you would click on Create Link. Here it would show you what type of test access. So you can actually change when you can make it available or unavailable. You can actually have dates and times selected as well. You can also review and select the number of attempts that you would like each person to have. So, you know, if you'd like all of the group, the entire group, to have one attempt to take the test, you can select this option, or you can make it unlimited. You can also add different restrictions. So if they need to enter a common password, this is where you would create that. So you can charge people to take a test as well. Obviously, this doesn't work for what we would need to utilize Class Marker for, but that's also a good option. You can also change the advanced settings to select many different languages that are available through Class Marker. That will provide the test to whomever you send this to in the language that you select. You can also change your test introduction, so what you want it to say, how you want it to display each person's user information. You can have custom information be added. You can also provide basic instructions on how much time that someone would have, if you can go back to change answers, just those types of situations. Kind of gives you a nice option. It also allows you to add a time limit for taking the test, to automatically save the results, to allow someone to go back and resume later. You can actually change the theme, which you can go through and create a new theme. You can choose how you'd like to display your questions. So if you'd like to have multiple on one page, or if you would like the person to advance to another page after completing a question. You can choose whether or not you'd like your questions to be randomized. Again, this would help to alleviate any possible cheating that could potentially happen. You can also make answering any of the questions mandatory. And if they answer a if they answer a question correctly, you know, they'll actually get that feedback. If they answered incorrectly, they would get that feedback as well. What's nice is you can also select how you'd like your test results to be displayed. So if you'd like it to be points based on points or percentages, if you'd like to have any custom feedback, things of that nature. It actually will also allow you to have a pass and mark feedback message as optional. So if someone were to pass your test, you could say, great job, you passed the test with 100%, something of that nature. You can also have a return link. It looks like this is for the upgraded feature, which it sounds like it'd actually be pretty neat because it would actually link the individual who just took your test back to a website. A webhook looks like, so a webhook would actually be really interesting for somebody who has a website that would like to get real-time feedback from it. You can actually add that information here and to your upgraded account. You can actually upload a certificate, so if somebody completes their test and they're considered a pass and they've been certified, say they do an online CPR test, they'd actually be given a copy of their certificate once they've completed the test. They can also, you can also choose an email results option. You can have the emailed results sent directly to you and scored already, which is wonderful. And then same thing with printing. There's a great printing option. You can allow for the people who are taking the test to actually physically print it and take it via paper with the results page. So you can select here, save as my default settings. These settings are basically what we would like to have for our quick quiz. Here I'll click assign. Okay, so as you can see, our sample test is actually ready. So what we can do is we can select to preview or finish. And then from here you would see that we have one test completed with one question and one category, with one group and one link available. So what's nice is you can always go back and you can select the link. You can click on here, you can click on links, you can actually edit, copy, and paste it. So I hope this was helpful. ClassMarker is a great tool for generating different types of tests that you'd like people to answer and getting real-time live feedback. Thank you so much.